Hello, Internet. This is BoneCarlos coming to you live from Derelict Watcher at my side, as always. Back to Just Esnov. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Today's players are going to be OneGun spawning as the Red Protoss. His opponent is going to be DieGo spawning as the Blue Terran. These replays are brought to you by OneGun, who actually sent them to me over to YouTube requesting to be a specific cast by us. And big ol' shout out to OneGun. Thank you very much.
Yep, that's definitely cool. It's always good when we get user-submitted replays, and it's from people who want us to cast their games as opposed to finding them on the interweb.
Exactly. So today we're going to see a high-level play. The replay did show that both of these players were Diamond, but checking on the SC2 ranks, I do believe OneGun made it up into Masters. So who knows with the craziness that happens with data transfers. So we're still going to see a high-level play. I know you're a Terran player. I'm a Protoss player, so hopefully we can equal the level of skill in our cast coming up. If not, boo us into oblivion where we will crawl back mightily. Hopefully. Maybe. Try.
I like the use of mightily here, but what we'll mostly be seeing is a lot of active drops. I'm just kind of curious, what are our Protoss tech-wise? Will we go and will he try to go for some kind of chinky DT play? Will it be the standard Robo, or will it be those zesty new Stargate strategies?
Yeah, and I remember seeing that first time. I think it was MC who pulled it off, and I think it was a WCS right after Heart of the Storm came out, where he was just using oracles to just obliterate Terran players, since no one really realized that, hey, Marines are light armored, or light unarmored, I think, and oracles just shoot through them as quickly as they did through SCVs, and it just wasn't even fair.
Yeah, I believe that they do something like 25 DPS per second.
Yeah, once they activate those little beams, and it's I mean, as a Protoss player at heart, it's fun to watch. But right now, we already see DieGo just walling off basic strategy, pulling out a single Marine, already command center onto orbital command, one refinery. So very standard over on the Protoss side. Cybernetic Core, Gateway, Assimilator, Nexus, Pylons, Probes, just basic strategy here in the first 3.5 minutes or so. And this SCV looks like he lowered the gate for the probe. Okay, there it is. The Marine is actually soon the way probe. First blood does go to DieGo. This Marine has already paid himself off in minerals. So we're not going to see some crazy quick tech out of either of these players, since the second gas hasn't been taken from the main base. And we already actually see a mothership core coming off of one assimilator. So this is just screaming to me, yeah, there it goes. Early Nexus, he's just going to use that mothership core early on for defense, especially with that photonic overcharge. Now he's putting down that Vespin Geyser. So I expect a more passive play from OneGun. Hopefully DieGo just counters that by going into quick drops. Medevac boost, always up his sleeve, but he decides to put it down his own command center as well.
Yeah, looks like we're both going to move into a macro game here. And you're so right with that photonic overcharge. I mean, it pretty much shuts down a lot of things, just because, one, to destroy the cannon, you pretty much have to destroy the Nexus, which should already be your goal. And as long as they can kind of keep you away from that, the longer it's just sitting there blasting away at you, the worse it's going to get.
Yeah, and right now we see just out of the field of vision from OneGun, we see a factory being put down by DieGo. Is he going to try to float this up into the main base and build Hellions, or what is he doing with this?
That's what we will find out here. Mothership core kind of almost in a scouting position here. Almost got really lucky. I mean, they could definitely do that if you put that just dropped it right where that kind of like that corner is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be far enough away, and then just start pumping Hellions here, and I looked lit, and apparently that's what he's going to do.
That's what it is. I wonder if he's going to stay out of the vision of OneGun, and if this Mothership Core stayed in the spot he had it at before, he would definitely have seen this factory, but since he moved it over just a few inches to the left, it's currently hidden, and yeah, it's still hidden right now. We see a Stalker's going to be chased away by about 5 Marines. Single Stalker can't take down that many Marines, and now it looks like the Marines are just going to stay in the middle of the map and hang out and wait for something to be built out of this factory. Third gateway going down for OneGun. Robotics facility is going to get that observer out, and he might see this rally point, or this rally point might get it past this factory while a bunker is being canceled, and a Widow Mine. Oh no. Observer.
Yep.
There. Doesn't. No. Oh, there it is. It has been highlighted. Let's see how fast OneGun can react.
Oh, he's reacting in that middle mine. Yep, it's popping. There goes the mine. It's off and it's away. He could still save this factor if he just cancels it and flies down now.
Yeah, but now he's going to go ahead. The Stalker's going to go here, give chase. The probes have been pulled. One missile will go off. A single probe is lagging behind. There it is. Oh, now we've got to wait in about 40 seconds for this Widow Mine to be able to attack. And this probe is still observers going across the map. Another two-pronged attack. Marine's going to go ahead up into the natural expansion. Going to take out as much probes damage as possible. Photonic overcharge put down immediately. Marines are going to be forced to be pulled away. This Widow Mine is getting dangerously close to pulling off another shot, and the second Widow Mine is going to join that first. It's going to burrow. Nope. Stalker's going to take care of it ASAP. The observer there. This Widow Mine is dangerously close. It might get off another shot. It does not. Oh, that was close. That was close. There was no cooldown timer left on that Widow Mine.
That was definitely a really close part of this game here, and then that factor's still there and is still making Widow Mines is the hilarious part of all of that, just because
it's just still there.
If he gets one more in, I mean, this could really hurt.
Yeah, no, I mean, even having a single Stalker there. Oh, and it looked like the Widow Mines are just in range of these Stalkers, and it looks like OneGun is going to focus down on these Marines. It looks like, yeah, the Marine count is going to dwindle up. Oh, this Widow Mine sneaks into the back. Going to get off a single shot on these Stalkers. Might turn the tide. No, the Marine count dwindles, falls to 0 before that Widow Mine could bring down all of those Stalkers. Goodbye, Widow Mine. And now it's time to clean up this factory because it's still churning out these Widow Mines.
Yep, this is the 4th or 5th Widow Mine it has produced. It's got to rally to his base, though. It's going to be a long walk.
Yeah, and it's going to get recalled back. It's going to try to drill away into the ground. Nope. Finally, DieGo decides to head on home. 61 over 62 supply versus OneGun 63 over 68. 2 more Marines. Oh, c'est la vie.
Yep, and I believe that the one's got one Widow Mine back at his base, throwing up a bunker here, so he doesn't got a lot back at the base, though. He's really focusing on keeping his opponent busy as opposed to really anything else.
And during that time, he did manage to get a drop off in the main base of OneGun, but it was just a single medevac, 2 Marines, single Widow Mine. Photonic overcharge immediately put down on that Nexus. Really no damage done. Immortal there to soak up the damage from those Widow Mines currently, and it looks like DieGo's going to head on back home after it's all said and done. Really, only 3 workers killed by DieGo, 1 by OneGun. Looking at the resources lost tab, oh, that tells another story entirely.
Yep, that definitely does. I mean, we got our Terran player who's creeping up on about 2,000 lost already in the Protoss, who managed to pretty much only lose just a little bit.
So definitely in the win column for OneGun once he gets his economy ramping up, since he did lose a lot of mining time by pulling off those probes. Once his economy gets ramped up, gets going, it looks like DieGo's going to be put up against a wall, and right now looks like the supply lead is going to go just creep ahead under OneGun's direction, but a 3rd base just finished up and a 4th secret base is being put up by DieGo. So the longer this game goes on, the better for DieGo. He's unloading a single Widow Mine there at the possible 3rd expansion of OneGun, while at the same time going to try to drop a 2nd Widow Mine at the natural expansion, but OneGun is just teetering back and forth. This photon cannon is there for defense. Might get a single Widow Mine hit. Yeah, there it goes. Gets 2 kills to its name. DieGo sees those photonic cannons building, says, I'm going to head on home and count that as a win.
Yep, I really love how the role the Widow Mine's taken now. Just you can kind of put it somewhere, kind of like a bird. It's like a bird zergling who packs a way bigger punch.
So definitely, exactly. OneGun actually has a single probe here, just hanging out with some Vespin cube, showing it off to the Mothership Core as a present, saying, love me, but no, the Mothership Core has its duties to fulfill, and it's not gonna fall prey to a single paltry gift. Looks like the Forge is turning away that +2 ground armor already underway for OneGun. That's going to be huge, especially if it gets into a good, nice timing zone where hopefully these Zealots get leg charged. Looks like this Widow Mine is still there. OneGun does seize it, puts an observer right over it, and Cyanic Storm just about finishing up, while another Widow Mine is burning at the possible 3rd or 4th, deciding on where OneGun decides to expand.
He almost lost that observer too. Oh, well, never mind. I forgot that they can't attack cloaked anymore, because that observer flew way into the range of that Widow Mine.
Really? I did not know they could attack cloaked. Huh.
Pretty sure they could have in the early game. It might just be the morning grog talking, but pretty sure they used to be able to, and it just got patched out.
Morning grog, dude. It's like 4 p.m.
It's 11.
I was just trying to make you feel bad, make you look bad in front of all the viewers. So now,
Oh, wait, no, it's like 10:30.
yeah, oh man, I should get to bed soon. Anyways, Diego's scanning, making sure, trying to get rid of all of these observers, but scans about a micron 2, actually micron 2, just right, since he managed to pick off a single observer. But unbeknownst to him, there is a second one at the ramp leading up to his main base, so he's gearing up for a mech push. Unfortunately, no. I don't see any upgrades being put down by Diego. He does have the there it goes. Esnov, you with me, buddy? All right, there you go. He does have that double army for that double ups, and like I was saying, if OneGun lets this go on for too much longer, he's definitely going to be facing himself back against that huge economy that Diego is going to have in, I would say, about 2 minutes. He's just saturating his third. He has his fourth up and running. But at the same time, OneGun just put down his third, so this is going to come down probably to one huge battle, Sonic Storm, in the favor of OneGun. It's huge up against Terran Bio, but unfortunately no Bio on the field. We see Hellbats, we see Siege Tanks, we see a couple of Immortals, but a lot of Zealots. Charge finished up. Oh, this is going to be good. I could feel it. This is going to be good.
The only problem I have with this is that our Terran player Diego here, he really could have had some upgrades a little bit sooner than this. He could already had his 1-1 done. I just feel like this is really late on the upgrade front, especially for when, Protoss units are so beefy and that you can't let them get ahead in the upgrade front because it won't end.
Yeah, but right now, nice little drop by Diego, and I feel he should have been doing this throughout the entire game. Drop here, drop there, just keeping your Protoss opponent, or just any opponent really, on the back foot while you set up your infrastructure that you want. He's building up a 5th base. He has 1,000+ minerals, 200 gas, so he has enough to just start churning out unit producing structure after unit producing structure. He only has, what, 2 barracks, 4 factories, and a single starport. He could, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but couldn't he add on another, 3 factories and maybe another 2 starports at this time?
He definitely definitely could have found that.
Well, hopefully, if you die, I call dibs on your computer. I'm just saying.
Gosh darn you. But yes, you're definitely right. He could do that. And with mech, the big thing is you really need to beef up that infrastructure like quickly. As soon as you get an extra base, throw down 3 more factories or whatever, because your units don't produce that fast. Even if you're using, say, a Hellbat tank composition, which isn't as bad as a Thor
great
composition.
feedback there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was beautiful. I saw that.
And here comes this huge push. Lots of Siege Tank, lots of Storm Zealots. Sonic Storm on a couple of these Hellbats. The feedbacks were placed down on all the remaining medevacs. We're going to go ahead and push forward Storms on the Siege Tanks. But you know what I was saying earlier about Psionic Storms not working on mech? If you have 10,000 Psionic Storms, it's going to do the damage. Immortals tanked most of the tank damage. And here comes the Archon. Zealots are gone, obliterated by that Siege Tank fire. Diego is LOLing because, yeah, that was pretty funny. Well, looks like that single medevac is going to go ahead and die. Now OneGun is just going to go ahead and hang out. He doesn't know about the 3rd, 4th, or 5th base just yet. SCVs are being pulled on back. Scan is revealing the entire army of OneGun. He's going to go ahead and try to push forward yet again. Psionic Storm, huge on those SCVs. Take them all out. 20 workers killed there. Up from that one Zealots. Oh man, this is brutal.
And those Zealots were just taking hits, and they only had level 2 armor at that. Just taking hits, and that was basically the most exactly how you want the battle to go. Pretty much, your Zealots and your Immortals just straight tanking all the tank damage, and then just letting you get inside and just dropping those storms. I actually used to have a specific build for a Hellbat tank Viking ghost kind of thing, and that's really what he was missing here. Just some EMPs to drop on those ghosts. The storms wouldn't have been a factor, and then just stay up on upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, he did have 2 barracks there. They were pumping out Marines. Unfortunately, they had double reactors. No, and you're definitely right. If he puts down a couple of ghosts, they knock out the shields on not only on those Archons, not only on those Immortals, but also take out the energy of the High Templar. Completely different ballgame. But that's it for this replay. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, leave comments down below on what we could do to make these more enjoyable for you. If you have one of your own replays you'd like for us to cast, upload them to one of the major replay sites. OneGun uploaded this to GG Tracker. We got it off of there. Drop.ses, still believe is functional. So all that great stuff. Other than that, that's it for me. You got any parting words of wisdom over there, Nav?
Don't recline and drink hot tea.
Is that why you were dying?
It's bad news. Yes, it was. I was trying to enjoy some peppermint tea. Now most of it's on the floor. As I spit it out, I was like, I don't know quite why. Instead of choking, I was like, oh shit, I'm choking. just kind of like spit it out. I just wiped off the computer screen. But it's all good. Don't drink hot tea while you're reclining, and don't fall behind on upgrades against Protoss, and you'll have a good time. Have a great night,
Later.
everybody.